get good.
A quick update. I have been listening to Red Rising for a good portion of the day. After I baked those cookies, did a lot of deep cleaning. Our house has been under construction for a year and a half now, and we're just now starting to be done with everything. And so our bedroom is right above where a lot of the work was happening. So there was just so much collected dust over time that I finally had time to take care of. So I mainly did that today while listening to Red Rising, and it's very intense. I love how it's like ended September with such emo books, looking for something more chill. So I think this evening I'm going to curl up with the graphic novel in the stack with my cookies and just chill out. But I wanted to give a quick update. I am literally so tired, and so I'm trying to get a walk in with Moose before it gets dark. Hopefully I will be revived a little bit from this walk because I still need to move everything back. We're also having a garage sale over this coming weekend, and there's still a lot I need to do for that. My husband Noah's working a little bit late tonight. I'll have some quiet time, some snuggly quiet time with Moose. Wish us luck on our walk.
Things will get better. Things will get good. Things will get better. Things will get good.
So I'm gonna check in really quick, and if my face looks weird, it's because I decided to do this check-in while having a face mask on. So it's just slowly hardening over my skin as I'm speaking. If I look weird, that is why. Update. The 2 books out of the stack that one I'm still in process of. The one I did finish was Ghost Roast, the graphic novel. I'm not sure if the clips are that good of it because I read it at night, but it was such a good graphic novel. I didn't realize that it was based during the summer in Louisiana. So it had some summer vibes, but it mostly was fall vibes because it is about a young teen whose father is a ghost hunter. His business isn't doing great, so the fact that she's associated with him at school is kind of embarrassing for her, and she tries to avoid associating herself with him pretty much at all costs. But then obviously some things happen. She ends up going on a couple of ghost hunting missions with her dad, and it ended up being also a really cool way to talk about plantation estates in Louisiana. It still very much gave fall vibes. I think you could read it in the summer or in the autumn. It still did what I needed it to do. Currently, when did I start it? I think I started it on Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember. Started Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I just looked at where I am. I'm this far in. It'll focus. Let's see. Hello, focus. Thank you. So I'm on page 209 in the book, but I have been listening to the dramatized adaptation, which I'm thankful for. Even though it is so here's the thing. This is a very masculine book. This is a very masculine book. I could see many men really loving this book. It is compared to The Hunger Games on the back, and I've heard people describe it as a similar vibe as The Hunger Games because it takes place amongst a dystopian society, but instead it's like set in space. This is just a very boy book, but that's not a bad thing. I just mean in comparison to like The Hunger Games and other sci-fis. Again, I haven't read that much sci-fi, but it is very, I wasn't expecting the amount of violence, which I probably should have, but with the dramatized adaptation, they do like sound effects with the violence, and I'm very squeamish, so I've had to like skip through some stuff a couple times just because it's like, oh my god. I will say it's so funny because Sarah Caroli, who I follow and watch here on BookTube, she just read this book and gave her review, and something that she mentioned was she was really vibing with the beginning of the book, which a lot of people say is like really hard to get through, but I would actually agree with her that I was also really vibing with the beginning, the lore, unpacking, kind of setting the groundwork for the second half was really interesting. Learning about the world building was really intoxicating to me. Obviously, I shed a tear during something that happens in the first half. I think it's kind of good to go into this pretty blind because it does take you on a journey. I've been taken on a journey. For my thoughts, I really am enjoying the dramatized adaptation. I don't think I could get through reading the amount of fight scenes there are without the audiobook, but that's more of a personal taste thing. I just don't. It kind of reminds me when I was in middle school or high school? I don't remember. But some of my friends went to the movie theater to see the midnight double release of The Hobbit. Get there at 10 p.m. and it showed the first Hobbit, and then we stayed to watch the second Hobbit. It might have been all three movies, to be honest. I remember in the movie theater falling asleep in the middle of the movie during the fight scene and waking up and it was still a battle. And that's kind of how I feel about this, but I do feel like the tension that is building with a lot of the things that are happening in the second half, I really do think will pay off in the second book. Like this groundwork of relationships that are being formed right now, I think we're gonna see more of the payoff in other books, I assume, which I don't know if I'll continue the series. We'll see how it ends. The main plot point that's keeping me engaged is there's this one specific relationship that is doomed, bound to break, and I am terrified. I can't look away. I want to know if it breaks. It's been awesome listening to this, doing like all the different fall activities. This weekend, tomorrow, I'm having a garage sale at my house, and I expect that I will get a lot of physical reading done, just like sitting out there. I'm probably going to take a break from the audiobook tomorrow, trying to figure out what I want to read tomorrow. So some new holds came in from the library that I was not expecting to receive for a while. So it's kind of like thrown a loop for my original plans for not only this vlog, but like for the rest of the month of stuff I was thinking about. So I think to give myself a little bit of a break, I might pick up pumpkin heads, which I really wanted to save to later in the month, but like October goes by so fast. It's already October 5th. Like it is flying by, and why would I wait to read something that would bring me joy? For some reason, the time on the camera was just flashing as I was speaking, and I was worried it was gonna cut off or just like whatever. So I went through anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm back, but I can now also show you the books I'm thinking of picking up because it was in this giant stack of books that was holding up the camera, but pumpkin heads is what I was talking about. I was thumbing through this book a little bit earlier, and I have to read it. It's so cute. I'm so excited. And I also think I may take the time to just knock out The Hour of the Star. Again, I'm kind of scared because it seems like something that will take a lot of brain power, but that's okay. I just sometimes get nervous about brain power, but I'm always far more capable than I believe myself to be, and I know that it will pay off. I think the main thing is Red Rising is a lot of world building. I know Moonbound was on my list for this vlog too, but just the amount of world building that's in this book, I need to like not read another fantasy or science fiction at the same time. So I'm thinking Pumpkinheads and The Hour of the Star is a good palate cleanser as I'm listening, but I also really want to pick up The Starless Sea. I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. I'll update you when I have something to say.
to